Welcome. My name is Jody Donovan, and I serve as the Assistant Vice President for Student Affairs and the Dean of Students, and I also teach Student Development Theory in the Student Affairs and Higher Education graduate program. So this is an overview of student development theory, and student development theory is really an area of study that explores why students do the things they do. And so it helps us understand students, it helps us predict and anticipate student behavior. It helps us understand what we can do to help students grow and learn and maximize their educational experience at a college or university. And so student development theory is broken into 4 different areas. The psychosocial, which is sort of how students interact with one another, how they come to understand themselves. That's psychosocial. The cognitive areas are helping us understand how students think and how they make decisions. And then the third area is the typology theories, and that's basically an understanding of the traits and characteristics of students that then lends us to help them understand where they might enjoy working, how they interact with others, their traits and characteristics. And then the last is person-environment theory, and that's how they interact with the environment and how the environment shapes students' behaviors. So some examples. Student development theory can help us understand how students come to figure out their identities, their racial identity, their sexual orientation, their gender identity, how they figure out who they are. It also helps us understand how students come to determine how they make meaning of their lives. What's their purpose? What do they believe in? What's most important to them? Student development theory can help us understand how students make ethical decisions. And so when a person is confronted with a moral dilemma, there are theories that help us understand why a student would choose a decision so as not to be punished versus maybe a higher order thinking of what's best universally for all involved. And then there are some fun parts of student development theory, such as person-environment theory, that helps us understand when a student lives on a residential floor, why their experience is different if they live at the end of the hall versus near a restroom. There's a lot more community happening around that restroom, and so students who live in the middle of a floor are going to be much more engaged and social and know more people than students who are living at the end of the floor. And so if we know all of those things, that helps student affairs professionals design programs and services to better meet students' needs. That's what student development theory is all about.